We want to decide our life. And that journey is what is going to start from this weekend. What can those in diaspora do? There are millions of things you can do. Start putting the lobby inside your House of Representatives across wherever you are. Start talking more to them that the Yorubas have decided to be responsible for their lives. We want to be responsible for our lives. We are not going to allow Hausa Fulani to dictate our lives as we embark on that journey. And that journey will be a peaceful one until things might change. We don't have to wait for Great Britain to decide whether Yorubas are living or not. Sheri gbogbo Asia, a competition, a kinikonye, an pon won le ni. An se kini, an pon won le. Àpọ́nlé là ń fún wọn ló fi ń dàbí pé a fẹ́ máa competition. Àpọ́nlé ni. Nítorí pé tí kò bá ń ṣe àpọ́nlé ni, let them produce all the documents with them when they were signing these 1914 amalgamation, apart from the one that probably moving around. They have the original document in their archives, but they refuse to allow anyone to see those documents. But yet, they want to decide our lives. That is no longer going to be tolerated. Look at the face properly. You are looking at the face of millions of Yoruba people that is red. Look at the face. You are literally looking at millions of Yoruba people across the world that have the same red face like mine. We have tolerated enough. We are not going to push anyone. We are not going to do so. We are not going to attack anyone. We are not going to be destructive against anyone. We are not going to raise down any building. No. We will remain peaceful. We will remain absolute peaceful. But when we are attacked, we will go back and attack as well. When we are attacked, my name is Olayomi Koiki, we will go back and attack. Whether they like it or not, Nigeria will decide whether they own us or we own the land. Wá fi yé wa bóyá àwọn ló ní ilẹ̀ yẹn àbáwá la ní ilẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá ti gbáradì dáadáa, I don't know what you want to use to gbáradì. It could be anything. It could be just your spirit alone communicating with the person that created you, because Nigeria did not create anybody. Nigeria did not create any Yoruba sons and daughters. That means the power that belongs to you is not in the hands of Nigeria. That power is no longer in their hands. Likewise with the international community that thinks and believes behind their mindset or their brain that the power belongs to them. That is not going to happen. So many people want to know so many things. But I will leave that within your mind. The power that belongs to me is not in the hands of Nigeria. No, it's not. The power is not in the hands of Nigeria. It's not in their hands. And that is why that power that you are still looking at will crumble. People will say we are not organized properly. We have pickpocket of different people all over the place. That is the best option. Because the country will collapse from different sides and it will be brought down. I've listened to so many voice notes. I've got calls, 30 pé, lóríṣiríṣi. Ẹ wà careful nípa Nigerian government. Nítorí pé they can undo and do. But I laugh. Because àwọn tó ń pè yẹn, they are still connecting their spirit with Nigeria. We are no longer connecting our spirit with Nigeria. So why should I be scared of the Nigerian government when our spirit is now communicating with the land? Why should we? So when people say, one number, one shekini kan, I just laugh. Because our own spirit is no longer with Nigeria. Because Nigeria does not own our spirit. You might look at them as a superpower, but we are not threatening the superpower. So why should we be scared? We haven't threatened them. We haven't done anything to threaten them because we are talking about our land. I'm not talking about the land in the northern part of the country or the southeast. That is not my land. This land belongs to us here. And that is what I am communicating with. I'm not communicating with the land outside the country, whether in UK that I've lived for a very long time. That is not where I'm communicating with. I am now communicating with the land right here in the Yoruba land. Last year, I told you, keep a close eyes on your own street. Àdúgbò ẹni kò mọ̀ dáadáa. Má ṣe wàhálà pé o tún fi lọ máa mọ̀ àdúgbò bòmíì. Àdúgbò ẹnìkan ni kò mọ̀. Ìyẹn ti tó ẹ lò. We want to tell them that they are not more than us as people. And as Yorubas, if tó bá tẹ̀ pọ̀ jù wọ́n lọ ní inú ilé, wọ́n lè pọ̀ jù wọ́n lọ níta, because I know that the population of the Yorubas outside is more than maybe or close to those inside. So tó bá tẹ̀ mortgage gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú ilé pé wọ́n capture wọn. Ká tẹ̀ sọ pé wọ́n capture wọn pẹ̀lẹ́ mi, because that is what a lot of people are thinking. That Koiki tó bá tẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ ni wá máa lọ báyìí. I've had people saying that to me. Ǹjẹ́ ni wọ́n máa padà lọ sí. So tá bá padà lọ sí lóyìnbó yẹn. So àwọn tó wà nílé ńkọ́ níbo làwọn yẹn máa sá lọ. Ìtorí wọ́n ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó mọ̀ pé ìwọ ni à ń fojú jọ. No, èmi kọ́ ni mò ń sọ̀rọ̀. We have millions of Yoruba people tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Kò rójú wọn ni. And I've said it, they will be more brutal than ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ń sọ. So when you are all advising pé ká sá díẹ̀, ẹ ṣe fẹ́rẹ́ díẹ̀, ẹ ṣe kinní kan díẹ̀, I laugh because you are literally telling me that the land does not belong to me. Pé ká tètè sá kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ wa o, ká má jẹ́ kí ìjọba Nàìjíríà yẹn kó ṣe jàǹbá fún wa o. But àwa fi ọkàn wa sí ọ̀dọ̀ Elédùmarè. So make sure you are part of us on the 17th when that peaceful rally we hold. Some of us have asked about referendum, and I want to leave that again till tomorrow when I'll be on the Yedara talk show, and I will explain how referendum works. That if we're going to use referendum. The question then is, with all these we are saying, what will you do to support your own community right there, not through us, right inside your own towns and villages and those women and mothers, rather than you trying to put the whole job on one particular media across the platform? So many people have asked, what should we do? What can we do? And my question is, what do you think you can do to make the difference at this particular time in the history that is about to be rewritten? Because Nigeria is no longer existing. Àwọn kan ní ẹ̀tàn ẹ̀bá àtàn ìsìn padà. Àwọn kan ní a ti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn ti pẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ kò work. Because that time have not been established. The time have now been established. These individuals that you look up to, I don't look up to them, regardless of who they are. They cannot be powerful than the land. We are not fighting any one of them, but the land will definitely fight. Ilẹ̀ ló máa bá wọn jà, ilẹ̀ ló máa mì wọ́n. Nítorí pé wọ́n ti ṣàbúrú tó pọ̀ lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn fún àwọn ọmọ káàrọ̀ òjìrè tí Ọlọ́run fún ní ilẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ló fún wa ní ilẹ̀. And then people will say, but we have kind of mixed together with the Igbos, the Hausas. Maybe some Fulanis have married few Yorubas intermixed. All that will be resolved just the same way immigration resolves our life when we have opportunity to leave the country as far as Kenya, that you must have the right to be in Kenya as a Nigerian citizen. You can see that we are in a big mess. Some will say, can we stand on our own? All that is nonsensical. I would rather be, can we stand on our own inside the Yoruba land than being in Nigeria that is not working and doesn't belong to us. Why should we want to be told that because some Yorubas have married the Hausas, then we must allow them to continue to live, and while we are then being kept in bondage? Oh yes, we will have a lot to tidy up after we've been able to finalize how we want to be governed, because we will not be governed by these atrocity you call federal government very soon. It's just a matter of time again, and that time is very close. But we kickstart with the rally that we hold. Nigeria is not formed on any political party. You don't understand the crime behind the atrocity you love so much called Nigeria. And I'll give you a bit of background. Just want to start the Instagram again. Mọ in tó wà behind Nigeria. Tí gbogbo wa bá mọ tó wà ní behind Nigeria ni, èèyàn kan tún ní máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ political party ní tagbé dání. Nigeria is being used mainly, not just the international community, but by Great Britain for their own selfish gain. Gbogbo ẹnu mi ló gbà láti sọ. That is the last empire. And that empire will crumble. In Jesus' name. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, inshallah. So when people that do not understand the game and how things are worked, you are looking at Nigeria, but the empire is controlling Nigeria. You, as a citizen of Nigeria, you do not understand that the empire that controls Nigeria is Great Britain. And they will do everything to keep Nigeria together. But we are asking them to give us the document that was used to bring us together as that entity called Nigeria as a limited company. Let them give us the evidence. It's right there. If we can see that evidence, and that evidence indicate that our forefathers agreed that as a Yoruba man, we must continue to be Nigerians, then we will back out away from this agitation. But rather, Great Britain kept those documents and allowed us to live as no man, no woman. Great Britain purposely kept us in this darkness for more than 100 bloody years that have now created havoc to every single sons and daughters of Yorubas across the world. That is what Great Britain have done to you that's still thinking that this is something that is more of a political tune. You are looking at it as a political tone rather than looking at it as a country that has been bound together and been allowed to rule by the Hausa Fulani that would never give us any room inside this country you call Nigeria. You are looking at Nigeria, but Nigeria is not looking at you. Why do you think Great Britain, that is less than 70 million, is always great? And there's nothing wrong indeed to be great. But Yoruba want to be great as well. I want to be called the great Yoruba sons and daughters, rather than we waiting until we get benefit, until we get allocation, until we've been given crumbs as Yoruba sons and daughters called foreign aid. Everybody knows that. But Gugua keep short as if nothing. Oh, because you are also have a very beautiful charity organization. And you've used your charity organization to propose for a project. Oh, you are doing that as an innocent person. But Great Britain has kept us in darkness that we do not need them if truly Nigeria was functioning on its own. But rather, those bloody international community have kept us in darkness for a very, very long time, close to 100 years. 60 bloody years of independence. 60 bloody years of military controlling almost everything that belongs to us and believe that using their gun will take us away from not speaking. Ẹ rò pé ìbọn tí ẹ gbé dání á wá dẹ́rù bá wọn kan pé ká má bàa sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ ń fojú wò pé wọ́n ní machinery tó pọ̀, but ẹ ti gbàgbé pé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n ti dé wọ́n fẹ́ gbà tó belong sí wọn. Rather than us progressing as people, we are going into the pit. And we have those that are still looking at it from the political tone. Southwest. Who is Southwest when the empire right there in Great Britain controls Nigeria? Who is Southwest president? Don't you think of that? If truly Nigeria was working as it's meant to be, Bola Tinubu would not travel out of the country in 1993 after that MK Abiola refugee as a citizen of Nigeria, if truly it was working. But you don't know the game. You don't know. More game to what in Babo for a very long time. But that game is about to be collapsed. Let's take you back to memory lane. Some of you have seen those pictures, especially the one between Bola Tinubu and Bashorun Dele, that is now Chief Dele Momodu. The same way that I have run away after they run away is the same way that millions of Yoruba people as we speak right now are trying to run away out of Nigeria rather than Nigeria to have taken care of them. But it doesn't work like that, because the international community owns Nigeria. But they cannot own the Yorubas when we stand on our own. And that is the truthful thing that millions of Yoruba people refuse, that wants to understand. They believe that we are the ones that want to create problems. 1993, we had the most fiercest, the most best, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, it doesn't matter who you are, voted for one man, even though he has his own atrocity, because everybody has one or two atrocity. But rather, the late Chief MK Abiola was not allowed to become the president of Nigeria, that you are now thinking that Southwest will be given that same opportunity. You don't know the game. The game is far bigger than your mindset. And I am telling you that they will do everything within their power to make sure that this movement is collapsed even before it gets to the destination. But it is too late. MK Abiola never needed any international connection before it travels from Nigeria, as at that time, to United States of America. On just one phone call, he's already in New York. He's already in Washington, D.C. He's already in any part of the world. But they told him he will never be the president of this country, because they know that the gene that belongs to MK Abiola as a Yoruba man will stop all the atrocity. And they never allowed that to happen. Some people fought for it then, and you call them the Nadeko. The Nadeko thought they were also trying to fight it out. But in the long run, majority of them were compromised. They were compromised for their own, again, selfish gain. And if you think that we are now fighting to be compromised, you don't even know what is about to be unleashed. Hey, Timothy, I want energy. I want genes to jáde nísìn. Ó yàtọ̀ sí nígbà yẹn. So when we have people watching, like I've read a comment, I don't have to read the comment out, thinking that this is about political party. Oh, Monton Solenu. Our gbé ní ìlú òyìnbó for 22 years. They still believe that we are slaves. Ìwọ wá ń rò pé ìwọ tó wà ní, you are mad. You don't even know what you're thinking. A white man that believes that I'm still a monkey, and you in Nigeria believe that you can convince them to change the narratives when they become the Southwest president. Who will become the Southwest president? The closest person that would have done so was the late Chief MK Abiola, but they knew him. When I say they knew him, they knew the gene, the spirit in him is going to be different when he gets to that throne. Let's leave all the sentimental side of Kini MK Woshe, Kini Koshe, Ewati, Onikoje, Kibaba Ulawo. No, let's look at it from the gene tó wà nínú Yorùbá. Ṣé ní gbogbo àwọn tó rò pa ń bára wa jà? Tásìkò bá tó, wọ́n máa padà wá sílé. But àwọn ò ní dúró kó padà wá sílé before we move out of Nigeria. So when those of you watching us across, because you see me the way I vet my anger, you are not looking at the empire that have overshadowed the Yoruba people and the Biafra and the remaining tribes to have been prosperous, to have been the best, to have done so much across the globe and contest with them. Rather, Great Britain, 70 million population, is now sending vaccine to Nigeria. You can see that we are good people. India is sending vaccine to Nigeria. You can see we are great. The giant of Africa. You can see that we are great. We've literally allowed our soft touch to be overshadowed as who really we are. Abi, kí mo sọ ìbọn yẹn dáadáa. Ta ni wá gan? Ta ni wọ́n pè ní Yorùbá? Ta ni wá? Àwa ìmọ́lẹ̀ adúláwọ̀, àwa jẹ́ kí àwọn evil doers overshadow the ìmọ́lẹ̀ out of us. But because you do not like what we are doing, you are looking at Nigeria where the white man and the white woman comes in and they are more respected than you as a Yoruba. Kini atowa? What gives you, as those of you in Nigeria, thinking that you are much going to be given the same opportunity as the Chinese man that is brought miles away to come and control you, and you walk underneath? Iwomo adúláwọ̀. Indian wa gbe sọ́gọ, Pakistan ma wá, Lebanon wá gba wa sọ́gọ. Àwa ní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó wá ń lo àwọn ìlú yẹn, wọ́n disrespect wọn. And somebody says, oh, maybe we should form a political party. Form a political party as against the empire that controls everything from United Kingdom. Àwọn tọ́jọ́ just àwáwù gan, tọ́jọ́ wà together, that is called Scotland, are fighting it now. Pé ìyí táwọn bàbá wọn sign, ó ti tó, àwọn fẹ́ dá dúró. Ìwọ sì wá ń sọ lórí ọkùnrin ní mind there as a Yoruba sons and daughters that you want to be part of Nigeria because you are looking at the, orí. Ṣé mọ́tò lọ fún ẹ? Láti fún ẹ ní 50 million. Orí. When a young Chinese billionaire does not need to go to London before he orders anything he needs. When a Chinese is given priority to get into Great Britain. Oh, you don't know that? Let me tell you. Do you know that Great Britain begs those Chinese citizens for a visit into their country? But you, the same country that also collapsed why you are not a real man and a real woman, has now denied your visa. They've denied your dignity. They've denied your culture. They've denied who really you are. I can see them working Chevron, big boys, big girls, working in the bank, actress, Nollywood actress, actors, musician. We have our elderly musician, Yoruba musician. They've refused to say anything. We will remember you when the time comes. We know the politicians are 419. I was reading the House of Rep, Femi Gbajabiamila, the same man that also left Nigeria. If Nigeria was truly working, he would not have lived in America. I don't know what kind of life he lived there. That is not my interest. But he lived in the United States of America as well. I'm sure some of you know him better. A Yoruba man. But now his influence, he has the power, is right as the number 4 on the seat of throne. He believes he's eloquent. He can speak better than me. He believes that he owns Nigeria now. He forgot that Nigeria does not own him. It was in an article I saw this morning that the 8th Assembly has already done everything to make sure that the local government autonomy all 419. And they all know that the only way for them to be part of it is just to continue to fool themselves, because they are not fooling me. Well, if people like Femi Gbajabiamila thinks they can fool me, we know how it works. Ṣé bí local government ṣe work ní America tó gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe work ní constituency ní ṣé Surulere kọ́ ní constituency wà. Go to Surulere and ask yourself, is this the same man that lives in US? I don't know what he's done in US. Don't bring that onto the broadcast. I'm not interested in that. But he's now saying in the paper, he's in the paper today, but the local government autonomy is not signed by the same House of Rep that he knows that they are all 419. Where Lai Mohammed's son is also House of Representative, Baba Gosime. And you think that we, well, I don't want to, I try to say me, but I would like to put it as we cannot be threatened by all those nonsense anymore. We will not be allowed to be pushed with those stupid things that have been telling us for years. This is a time to rewrite the history of this country peacefully. We have them. You want me to give you another name? The current governor of Ekiti State lives in UK. How come Ekiti State is still a state that cannot pay salary properly? And we have them across board like that. And people think we are angry. We are upset. We are people that have not been given maybe an opportunity in a country that is being controlled by the empire. Do you know what the empire does? The empire plays the minds of every single one of us. They are real 419. A country that does not have gold, have the highest gold reserve in the world. Are we not stupid people calling yourself an elite? And one need gold. They don't have gold. But they've been able to manipulate those around them. And some of them think that is about politics. If truly politics was working, some of them shouldn't have traveled outside the country as well. We would have all stayed put. If truly Nigeria was working, nobody should have lived more than 2 years maximum. Your university days of 3 years, or maybe your master degree, 4 years, you would have come back and add value inside Nigeria. But because the empire, and I'm sure you know, the great empire does not want that to happen. The great empire will rather want us. I'm not even looking at that job in abroad. I'm talking about some of the most sophisticated jobs that people are handling across the world. But the empire knows that your gene should be operating right inside the land. But they've kept us away. They've diverted our mind. You've gone for that job and they've offered you. Some Yorubas across the world are earning close to $1 million a year. How do you expect him or her to come and live in Nigeria? On what ground? For what purpose? Nigeria. No, ask yourself. Even the best brain that was brought down, remember her. They love us so much They normally call us those that were born inside that Great Britain as British Nigeria. She was talented. She was powerful. She was maybe well-sounded. Kemi Adeosun. You all remember her now. The one-time former finance minister of this shit-hole country. Where is she now? She's probably gone away. Not even want anyone to know where she is. A proud Yoruba woman. A beautiful Yoruba woman. But the thugs in the Hausa Fulani does not agree to allow her to use her talent. Rather, you think they don't know the game. They knew that she never, I think she NYSC, they knew that she won't be able to defend that NYSC. They cooked that NYSC from the beginning of the time they brought her into Ogun State. You think they don't know all that? These bastard politicians, these 419 politicians that have kept me and you outside the country for decades. I want to and tó wà nílé tó ń sọ pé go and join political party ẹ rí pé orí ọ̀pẹ kò mọ̀ pé kò lè work because àwọn tó ní empire àwọn ló ní empire yẹn. Great Britain owns the empire and they will dictate how they want the empire to be run, and anyone that comes across it they will probably take them out. Oh yes, somebody says yes, I could remember her. Where is she now? Can anybody prove to me where she is? She's alive, I know that. Is she working in the private sector? Maybe somebody knows. Maybe the family is watching. Maybe she's watching as well. A sound Yoruba woman that was trying to make sure that the book in the finance is done properly. The nonentic, nomendic Hausa Fulanis is now asking, one Yoruba woman, Yoruba woman ke. Okay. They contacted back their empire. The empire said, we actually finished already. Let's even look at it this way. She left or resigning. Dignity. That's the right word, Abi. And now we have a professor of law. Professor of law. Shotman devil. You think I can't mention his name? Professor Banja, no, Professor Kilo Osibajo. Apologize. Osibajo. A proud Yoruba man as well. They've locked him in. He cannot move beyond where a fraudulent mannequin is in London. And they did not give the handover note to him as the vice president. But rather than him doing the best thing and resign, he's there serving the Hausa Fulani as against me. And you want us to sit down and say that we will not continue with the peaceful rally until we bring down the whole country down. However that is going to happen. They forced her to resign. Maybe they forced her, but she resigned at least. She left in dignity. Oh yes, they know she's sound. Very, very sound. Extremely sound. Just the same way I said, some Yorubas are earning close to $1 million a year. They are not doing anything more than the brain that Elidumari has given them. But the international community that you are now asking us to wait for will never allow them to return back to this shithole country called Nigeria. Some of them even tried. Some of them make effort. Let's now do something. The time now is, in the next maybe 20 minutes, we're going to go at exactly 5 o'clock. You will not call. We want to raise as much towards the radio. All you need to do, just send a message. I'm not going to take any calls. But send a message and ask, how do we contribute toward the radio? That's all you need to do. If we can't give the tally before the end of the broadcast, I'll try and do that tomorrow. And we want that to start now. That's all you need to do. Plus 4475 9405079. We must do everything now to come out as Yoruba people away from this contraction. Kemi Adeosun. And they gave us the Hausa Fulani woman as against a sound, bright Yoruba woman. And you, Igboho sound. I wonder why those youths calling themselves Nigerians, are you as sound as Kemi Adeosun? Are you as sound? Have you done so much? Ǹjẹ́ o ti ní nǹkan tó ní when it comes to the knowledge t'Ọlọ́run fún nítorí pé kò ń ṣe Nàìjíríà ló ti kàwé. Torí tó bá kàwé ní Nàìjíríà ni RNYS yẹn ṣe. But nígbà tó gbé dé wọ́n kú kẹ̀ nínú state. Nígbà tó gbé dé federal tó fẹ́ máa bá wọn fa wàhálà àwọn knock it out lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. We have how many more days before the rally? I don't want to use the word, I will use the word I care. We need as many stickers, as many handbills that will be used on that Saturday of the rally and the Friday. That I leave to everybody. Get in touch with your printer and start sending them down to us as quickly as possible. Let's tell the world that we are ready. As many flags, I understand some of you disagree with the new flag. Whether you disagree or not, Professor Banji Akintoye has clarified that. And if truly we want to do the right thing, we must go by the right thing. It's a temporary flag, but we need that flag to fly as well, as many as possible. As many in their thousands. And we appreciate those of you that have continued to support in your own little ways. Thank you very much, Engineer Adebayo Adamolekun. We asked 2 weeks ago, it's not even up to 2 weeks, this is the second week. I think tomorrow will be a week. It's not 2 weeks we started. It's just 1 week. We are not taking calls. I've just said so. Somebody said I have a problem with the flag. You better have more problem with Nigeria than the flag. Let us have more problem with Nigeria than the flag. That is not the final flag until we come out officially, peacefully to the look, not for Nigeria, to the international community. Because for them there's a protocol. But for us, we are out. But the out will determine how we want to hold on to it. Whether we want them to overshadow us or we want to overshadow them is what we are doing now. And that is why the radio is needed. So that we can communicate directly to everybody. We are only taking the WhatsApp message. From my own understanding to the donation, we have not even reached the target of 100 people, right? I 30 to 100. And I'm watching us all, watching the broadcast as Yoruba sons and daughters. Contraction. You don't have to give that $100, but we should be able to get 450 Yorubas to determine how we can have multiple radios. Rather, we are still trying to raise the first one. And I said it yesterday and I said it again today. That radio is not for me, but that radio is something that we are promoting on this platform. All other platforms can promote their own radio. There's nothing wrong in that. 18 million is not big money. that can be used on what platform to set up a radio. You can do the same thing across all the media platforms as well. I know people going man lost a different platform, but this is for this platform, and I have my reason for that, and I stick to that reason. So if another platform says they want the radio, go and support them. That should not be more than big for us to do. 18 million is what we are asking for. And under 1 week, we've not been able to raise that 18 million. And in that 1 week, if I multiply, how many of us have watched programs on this platform? And how many people have contributed? You can put that to the back of your mind. Don't worry how we will come out of Nigeria. But what we need now is to make sure that the message gets to the bottom. Some of us have vehicles packed. And we say thank you to those that have done so. You have vehicle packed, sitting down in your garage right here. We need people to mobilize to go from village to village. We need motorcycles. We need those logistics. But it's very good when people call. The question is, how do we expect them to get to all those venues or all those towns and cities? I was watching, Ten Omologo platform where they were also going out. This is what we're going to do more. Every platform we start sending people out from different. And I appreciate as well, Dara Supporters Committee. Your message was delivered to me. Yoruba Nation, Tiwa Tiwa, is a sticker that was sent to me yesterday. Dara Supporters Committee. Like I said, every platform is running to make sure that we deliver this project of Yoruba Nation. But it is a task in the hands of millions of us. I don't want to be using that word, but they don't have it. I've been around now over 3 months. A Yoruba son or a Yoruba man does not have money for transportation. So I just sometimes ask myself, how do we do so? Any mọ́tò tẹ́ lò nísìn, release àwọn mọ́tò yìí ká convert ká máa fi ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ movement yìí. Nọ́kadà, deliver àwọn ọ̀kadà yìí. Those are the two transportation systems that we can use. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé state yìí náà lè fẹ́ concentrate ni, àwọn tá máa gbé fún ní state yẹn wọ́n máa lò, àdé máa fi rán wọn ṣẹ́, wọ́n máa káàkiri. But we are not doing so. But those that are doing, we appreciate. I give kudos to Comrade Shola that she came all the way from Dublin. She has things that she was doing. I don't know she long, but what fella wants to how do you expect her? Emma Barrow Timo saw you, Michelle, with more than 8 people in a vehicle. 8. How do you expect that to work? A very only one, but they want to move in the motor. And even the safety is not even worth taking that risk. Money the other phone to take monitor, please. Like I said, +447594050979. Just send a message and say, I also want to support towards the radio. Let us complete this job. No one should call the line. All you need to do is send a message. Somebody will pick that message as we're going into the broadcast. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to the show. So we would do that for at least maybe an hour while I continue to have the conversation. But do not call that line. By calling that line, you will be blocking those that wants to send message. How do you expect? All we want now is that pledge. I want to pledge $100. I want to pledge $200, $1,000. It does not matter. We told you every details will be accounted for. My job is just to collate, and then the committee will handle over the project, and we will deliver that project successfully. The number to reach out to +4475 94050 It is not to call, it is to donate for today. Donate towards the radio. +4475 94050 If you have not done so before, this is the best option for you to do so. If you don't have $100, give more to what you have. Give less. Ó ti dojú ẹ̀ báyìí. Ó ti dé ojú ẹ̀ là ń sọ. Somebody's asking if it's going to be a registered radio. Why does it have to be a registered radio? What's that? It is not a registered radio. It is a radio that needs to be communicated to Yoruba people. What does it mean to register it? Some of us are just not in tune with what is on ground in this 419 country. It's very straightforward. You go in there and out. I'm just reading the comment, and I want to say, you don't have to put your pledge on the broadcast. Just send a message to those numbers we've given out. +4475 94050 We're taking the pledge now, while I also continue with the broadcast. With this, don't abuse. We are at war. Some people don't know that. We don't need to register. Why do you want to register it for? We need every logistics to make life easy. Fáwọn tó ń lọ ṣe wàhálà yẹn. Kẹ̀dẹ̀ máa fàdúrà tí tó kù. We are going to be peaceful, and I've said that continuously. We are peace-loving people, but no one will stop us. Not even the state and the federal. Toba fi wajawa. We know we have different APC, PDP that are watching, but they will not distract us. They don't even know who they are. The white man controls APC and PDP. That's what a lot of them don't even know. +4475 94050 Nigeria will be crumbled, and we will make it crumble. Please remember to reference your name as you send your donation. If you're sending the donation, please remember to send your name as the reference. And if you want to remain anonymous, you don't want anybody to know you, also give us a code that we can use, because it is somebody behind that donation. And I want to see what we can raise today. All I want to say is just send a message. After donate. Ẹ má pè rárá. Need the call. We don't need that call now. A máa ń pè sórí show. But lásìkò ní wákàtí for the next 1 hour. I want us to raise as much as we can on that radio project. That is the challenge now while we continue with the broadcast. We will not put the account details on air. So if you're expecting that, please, you won't get that. But get in touch with us behind the scene. We have someone that is on that phone getting your message. Don't call and disturb the line. We are now doing the same thing. Let's even use that as our first zakat, Abi, the charity according to the first Islamic calendar of the month of Ramadan. For those that are Muslim brothers and sisters, we want to liberate those that have been kept in abject poverty. That is the purpose of the radio. We want to communicate with them. You, not me. I'll probably maybe have one slot on it. Olukaluku mani slot. You know mani slot. We want the world to get the message as far as the west part of the country, not just Nigeria alone. We want every part of the world to now know that we, the Yorubas, are the most brilliant, and we are ready at Nigeria peacefully. Everybody owns that radio. You can have multiple radios and let the next broadcaster do the same thing. But on this is a challenge I'm putting out. And to batik me, you are calling, you are disturbing. Àsìkò tá fẹ́ gbowó lélẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀rọ pa ní fowó ṣe kinní ni gbogbo ẹni tó bá lè máa pe printer wọn ẹ máa pe printer right now. We need millions of stickers to go out on Friday and Saturday, and they must get to us as quickly as possible. Stickers, flyers, posters, t-shirt, fìlà ló lè ṣe ni. Let's start rolling everything out. We want to be magnificent this Saturday coming and this Friday. Most especially the Saturday program. We want to challenge the international community that the Yorubas are peace-loving people, and we will go out in a peaceful manner. Ẹni tó bá lè ṣe fìlà kan, ẹ ṣe. Ẹni tó bá lè ṣe mẹ́wàá, let's roll out now. Start calling your printers across. Ẹ mọ̀ bẹ́ ṣe ń pè wọ́n. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe party, you don't have to call us. We just want it to be delivered. And all those delivery must get to us before Friday. So that when people are out, we can give them as many as possible. We are not joking anymore. And it's not just going to be Ibadan rally. We will do the same thing for every rally, especially when it's the mega rally. Every state we hold a mega rally, and we should not be deceiving ourselves that I got to announce rally. No, that is when we were in Nigeria. We are no longer Nigerians. We are Yoruba people, and we will set up everything to give us the leverage, the same way that you are looking at that fraudulent country called Nigeria. It's a shithole country. The time is now. It is not next year. The time is now to tell ourselves the truth that the empire must collapse. You will get a reply. Just message. That's what we are dealing with now. Might take me your time, seconds, but your message will be responded back to. Remember to use your name for reference purpose. Oh yes, I'm also reading some of the comments. We need to face UK to leave us alone. They gave us independence and they are still ruling us. Everybody must agree to that. What for an independent? UK for 16 years. What for anyway? And when they look like, if truly Nigeria was working according to what they set up for us, for 16 years. To anyway. What for be l'America, ni Canada. Many pastors in Redeem are not different from Baba Gosime. Okay, that is the individual opinion. Mr. Koiki, link me up with the coordinator of this group in Oshogbo. If you're looking for any platform, especially the state level, I don't want to focus too much on the international side. You can communicate with yourself. This is a time that every Yoruba sons and daughters must now reach, put a phone call ẹ fún wọn lówó mọ́tò kó máa bọ̀ ní Ìbàdàn kò sí kankan tó máa ṣe yàn kankan láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹni tó bá pè ẹ ń disturb wa ẹ má pè lásọ. Yes, and they will still deport more Nigerians. Àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ lọ́dá wàhálà sí wa lọ́rùn. Hausa Fulani is the same. Ẹ wo market ọjọ́ ní Bódìjà lánàá. Yoruba have gone into more poverty from what took place ní Ìsọpákó lánàá. Ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ eye family tó ti wà affected? Oh, because you don't see them. Because they don't appear on the NTA and the Arise. Ǹjẹ́ rí any media kankan tó lọ síbẹ̀ láti lọ cover? They're careless. They are not interested in that. They would rather go and cover the socialite dancing Ikebe with all our Kábíyèsí. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀ Kábíyèsí. Ó wá ń jó, ó ń jó. Kábíyèsí náà lẹ pè yẹn. Ṣàkùṣàkù Kábíyèsí. Ṣé Kábíyèsí láwọn yẹn ṣá? Èmi ń bí gbogbo àwọn amúkàrọ̀jì. Ṣé Kábíyèsí láwọn yẹn? It's all the time to read the comments. I'm reading from the YouTube and I'm reading from all the platforms. Ṣé Kábíyèsí nìyẹn? All bloody liars. Lẹ́ǹkan sí akí gbogbo àti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Yes, a rally is going to hold in Akure on the 24th of April, inshallah. We need rally in Iwo, Osun State. Where were you over the weekend? So, gbogbo tó ń lọ ẹ̀yin ò follow it. But there was a rally in Osun State this Sunday tó ṣe kọjá. We need to be more in tune. Ẹ fi gbogbo CNN nìkan kan sílẹ̀. Ìyẹn ọkàn wa ó. Ẹ fi Fox News. Ìyẹn tó kàn yín nísìnyí pé bí Yorùbá ṣe fẹ́ jáde, gbogbo news tó bá kan Yorùbá ni kẹ́ máa gbọ́ nísìnyí. Kí ni kàn mí pẹ̀lú èèyàn kan kú ní UK? Oh yes, Tinubu sharing charity in the north, covered by the mainstream media. Ìyẹn máa yá wọn lára. Wá cover yẹn. Ìṣọ̀pá kó jó ní Ìbàdàn lálẹ́ àná. Fire brigade débẹ̀ kò sómi nínú tank. Yes, some people have sold their property because of the paper and they turn them down and they can't come home because there's nothing at home. Yes, 24th. I think Walata is watching as well. Thank you very much. A strong cousin that have stand firm with me. Wọ́n pè ní gbogbo gbà. Sọ fún Koiki now, sọ fún Yomi now. Àwọn kan lè wá pè mí. Wọ́n lè bá mi sọ. Ẹ fi mi sílẹ̀. Ẹ já focus on Nigeria. Let's also appreciate those online while we are still taking the donation. Gbogbo ta fẹ́ gbọ́ nísìn ọ̀rọ̀ donation ni. Donation now, between now and the next 45 minutes until 5 o'clock. Àbí kí ni time nísìn? Until 6 o'clock. Ká tó mẹ́nu kúrò níbẹ̀. Ẹ dẹ̀ má pè, ẹ má pè, gbogbo balẹ̀ ń pè sórí show. Àsìkò ta fẹ́ gbọ́wọ́ radio station là ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. We need that money to establish that radio as quickly as possible. It will be set up by the committee. I want to raise owó yẹn ni. And every penny will be accounted for. I told you yesterday, let the politicians open their books. We will open our book as well. Even from all the time we've received money since last year. Fraudulent politicians all over the place, calling themselves Yoruba politicians. Spending money that does not belong to them. And the country is at the depth of the tune of 80 billion US dollars. Kọ́pín bílì wà lé wa lọ́wọ́, kólúkálukú máa lọ san bílì ẹ̀. Kọ́pín tí Ìgbò lé wọn lọ́wọ́, kọ́pín t'Haúsá lé wọn lọ́wọ́, àti ibi tó bá kù sí. Let us come out peacefully. It is not working for anybody. If you need the account, please, Mamawa, I guess, I don't want to mention the, I think your name is on the show. Just send us a WhatsApp. Please do not, and I say this again, number don't communicate with anybody on the Facebook Messenger, even on the Koiki media, on this issue of the donation. Not that we do not trust our back-end team, but because we've got that individual and we've given him 7 days, 6 days. 7 days ni mo fún ẹ, ìwọ tó ń lórúkọ mi, ṣẹ̀rí náà, ṣé ìlú náà lélẹ̀, shit all country. Wọ́n ti múná lọ nísìn. Ṣé ìlú lélẹ̀? The account number can only be asked by the website, from the WhatsApp rather. plus 44759450. Fraudulent politicians that cannot account. Bamishi, cutting here, please. Ilulele anything. Otimunolo. The light is gone. I should do it there. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó ń bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun. Iṣẹ́ tí gbogbo àwọn tíìmù wa ń ṣe kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ kékeré. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó ń fún wa ní information. If you're working with the Nigerian military, we are not asking you to leave because we can't afford to pay you now. But if you're working with the federal government, I will not ask you to leave, but you must know what you're doing. If you're working with the state level, 60 years of darkness. Nothing is working in Nigeria. I told you guys very long time. The light is gone. There's no light as I speak right now. What munolo? Owaku sentobani katakuta ninu leto leton. I better pass my neighbor. Is this a country? Iluto lujuti. Iyele iwani kapmole. Up nepa, àwọn wèrè, bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Tegbo on, is that a country? Plus 44759450. We're donating towards the radio station. And those that call us and asking, that has got nothing to do with us. Not even me, we know. So talk less of you. Those are irrelevant questions that you need to be asking, especially when you're calling us. In Bolafegbe radio station, you see, and all that. Is irrelevant question. Electricity problem in the 21st century. Nothing is working in the contraption called Nigeria. Let's read some more comment from the... Why is it? Am I not seeing any comment on the YouTube? Comments were jadi. Abi mo shake comment mo kuma jadi ni. I can't read any comment. I think we have a problem on the YouTube, is it? I'm not sure what I've done. It's not giving us the option for people.